Dear friends, this week we have a very special Haftorah. We read a Haftorah you're not going to see again for 17 years. Vayikat Shlomo v'hinei chaloim vayavo Yerushalayim vayamoi lefnei Aron bris Adonai vayaloi lois vayashlamim vayas mishtel l'chol avadav. This is the beginning of the reign of Shlomo, and the first thing in his reign, two women come to him, stand before him, and one says, "This child is my child." You see, they both had a child. They both slept with the child. One of them rolled over, killed the child. There's only one child left, and they are both awaiting. They're both awaiting determination who the real child is. As you know, the story goes, there was once a bachar who was riding on a train to meet a prospective shidduch, and at the train station were two prospective mother-in-laws, and this nice looking bachar walks off the train, and both mother-in-laws grab him. They say, "He's for mine, he's mine." So they bring him to the Rav, and the Rav says, "I don't know what to do. Maybe we should cut him in half." So one woman says, "Cut him in half, cut him in half." And the Rav says, "That's the mother-in-law." Okay, but anyway, that's not what Shlomo HaMelech said. Shlomo HaMelech said, one woman said, "Yeah, kill him," and one cut him in half, and the other mother said, "No, can't do that." And Shlomo HaMelech said, "Hi imai," and Chazal say, a bas kol cried out and said, "Hi imai." Says the holy Ben Ish Chai, that the first judgment that came before Shlomo HaMelech, Hashem designated in this fashion, that this situation should be a mashal for the galus of Eretz HaKadosha. This is a mashal for the exile of the Jewish people from the Holy Land and the redemption. And this mashal should come through Shlomo, because since he built the first Beis HaMikdash, the first Beis HaMikdash is really the paradigm of the third Beis HaMikdash. The second Beis HaMikdash was only a station, not a destination. And here it will be in the end of days. The Jewish people won't necessarily be in Eretz Yisrael. And Yerushalayim will be given to the Gentiles. And Yerushalayim will say to Chutz Haaretz. In other words, there'll be two children. There'll be the Jewish people who are alive. There'll be the Gentiles. They are like Mesim. And Yerushalayim is going to say, "My children, the living child, Klal Yisrael, they're mine." In the end of days, there'll be people who are connected to God, who live life of reason and connection to spirituality. Klal Yisrael, they'll be alive. And then there'll be nations who are so far lost, so far removed from decent behavior and decent conduct. They are going to be the nations of the world. And the lands of the world are going to say, "The living child is mine, the Jewish people belongs to me. You, Yerushalayim, you get the dead children. You get the nations of the world." And Yerushalayim say, "No, the living children, Klal Yisrael, belongs to me." And Yerushalayim will say, "No, B'ni Chai, my son is a living son." And just like in Shlomo HaMelech's court case, he says to her, "Give her the living child, don't kill him. The din will be in the future. Give Yerushalayim, Klal Yisrael, v'hames al timisuhu, do not punish them, do not give them Yisurim." And the bas kol will resound and say, "Hi imai," that the Klal Yisrael belongs to Yerushalayim. So this is a mashal to the dispute that will be in the end of days, where America will say, "You give us Yidden, we want Jews, we want to boost our economy." All nations are going to say, "The Jews belong to us. You, Jerusalem, you take, our cousins, you take other nations." And perhaps Yerushalayim, perhaps at first the Dayan will say, okay, split them. Some Jews will remain in Israel. Some Jews will remain in America. And Yerushalayim will say, no, you can't do that, Hashem. I need all my children. All my children have to be in Eretz Yisrael. And the Shloimei, the Melech Shehasham Shalosh, will say, all the children belong to Yerushalayim. And a baskol will resound and cry out, all the children belong to Yerushalayim. And it's very rare to read a Haftorah like this. This is a very rare Haftorah. But Dvarim Gedolim Einam B'Mikra. Nothing in this world is coincidental. What could be a more fitting message to the Jewish people this year than Yerushalayim claiming, all of my children belong to me, and that she will be awarded all of her children. She will be awarded, Hi Ima, Yerushalayim is the mother of all of Klal Yisrael. And the baskol will cry out, every last Jew will be a resident of Yerushalayim. That is second offering for today.